artist, inventor, showman, murderer. Over the course of an adventurous life, Eadweard Muybridge played all these characters and became a key pioneer in photography and the development of motion picture projection. Born Edward James Muggeridge at the 9th of April, 1830 in Kingston upon Thames, Muybridge was ambitious to see the world beyond his surroundings. At the age of 20, he sailed west, crossing the ocean to America, a land still under construction and unexplored at this time. It was here that Muybridge made a name for himself as a successful bookseller until 1860, when he suffered a severe head injury in a stagecoach crash whilst travelling across the States. During his recovery, Muybridge exchanged his books for images and adopted a new vocation as a photographer.
Muybridge started as a landscape photographer, so he was recording fast-changing San Francisco in 1860s and 70s. He took lots of photographs in sequence, showing many motions of animals and humans, and he's very famous for his horse photography. And followed on that, he started a moving image projection using the machine called the fluxoscope, which Kingston Museum has held.
Over the course of his life, he was also a successful lecturer and the subject of a public trial for the murder of his wife's lover. This is the story that history tells of Muybridge. But how did Muybridge tell his story? When he died in 1904, Muybridge bequeathed much of his equipment and life's work to Kingston Museum, plus his scrapbook. Seldom seen by the public, the scrapbook provides a unique insight into the life of Eadweard Muybridge.
The scrapbook is very unique for various reasons. The main reason is it's only one. There is no copy of a scrapbook. In a way, scrapbook is a kind of autobiography of Muybridge himself. Conveniently, he didn't include anything negative about himself. So scrapbook is about his legacy he wanted to show the world. If I have to say one big focus about scrapbook is about media attention about his motion studies. Muybridge was involved in very interesting, colorful personal life, but there's no story about that at all. So scrapbook is the way he wanted to be shown to the world after his death. Through scrapbook, Muybridge kind of presented his modern persona, which all we are familiar with. This like modern celebrity kinds of characters. Like he was certainly self-promoter. He wanted to promote himself whenever possible. Other people or other institutions mainly talked about what Muybridge did in terms of work, the photography and the motion picture and everything. But scrapbook tells us a lot about who he was and how he wanted to be presented.
Muybridge had complete control over the development of his scrapbook and was carefully selective over what filled its pages. Think of this behavior within the context of the modern world. Is this not what we do when we use social media to reflect our lives?
Some people do use social media to record their activity. Some people probably use social media in terms of self-promotion. I think scrapbook was both. More people are interested in Muybridge because of modern image technology like a GIF. That short animated images are very similar to what Muybridge would have done with the fluxoscope. Visually, they are very similar. Also, in principle, they are the same thing. Muybridge's legacy is visible internationally because we live in very visual culture. But at the same time, that connection between Kingston Museum and Muybridge, we try to celebrate his personal collection, intentional donation, which other collections do not have. So that's another special aspect of Kingston Museum collection.